Hi, Dharma Circle, Swati here. Happy Wednesday. Today I'm going to share with you the exact steps and formula that I use to create a dharmic course or an online Dharma course rooted in your soul gifts and your soul purpose. And the secret for this formula is rooted in your Jyotish chart. Vedic astrology has been used for thousands and thousands of years to keep souls connected to their soul purpose and to create trust and confidence on the path, but also to keep you connected to the purpose of this lifetime so you don't lose your way and you don't get lost along the way. So we start with Jyotish. Vedic astrology is such a vital tool for clarifying your path, your purpose, your soul gifts, and amazingly, as I have found, this tool of Jyotish can support you in clarifying your business structure, everything from the structure of the offering itself all the way to the marketing, your niche, your ideal client, your content, your marketing. Actually, Jyotish is the most incredible tool for refining all of the success strategies for your business. So we start with Vedic astrology, and this is an ancient success tool that most people don't even know about. Most people even in the spiritual business realms don't even know this tool exists. And again, it's always been used for Dharma and Dharma only. So how to create your online course from a dharmic perspective? We start with the Jyotish chart, and you're going to want to look at these layers. Again, wealth training, this is what we do in wealth training. If you want these strategies, if you want these steps, if you want my formula that's rooted in Dharma and the purpose of your soul in order to create a successful online course and a successful six-figure business, join us in wealth training. I will share our special promotion with you later in this class. So we start with the Jyotish chart. First of all, looking at Rahu and Ketu. These are the shadow nodes. The Rahu north node, or the head of the serpent, is always pulling you in the direction of your desire in this lifetime, the soul's desire in this lifetime. No matter how hard you try, no matter what you do, you cannot avoid Rahu and his strong desire. This is what your soul came here to accomplish, and likely, this is what the ancestors brought you here to do, and you cannot not live from this pull, this unconscious pull. That's what Rahu does. The tail of the serpent is 7 houses away, and Ketu shows us what we are detaching from and what we need to restructure or let go of in this lifetime in order for freedom and liberation. I call Ketu the trauma node for that reason. He shows us where we're disconnected in our body and where we need to reconnect in order to find wholeness. Rahu and Ketu clearly show you what your purpose is in this lifetime, the challenges that you are here to overcome, the struggles that you are encountering on the path. And guess what? Your struggles, your challenges that you are transforming in this body and this lifetime become your dharmic offering. And so often I hear people say, well, I couldn't offer that. I'm not good at that. Or I couldn't share about that because I struggle with that. That is the whole point. Remember that struggle or challenge, Rahu and Ketu, will keep you fixated on this struggle. You have to focus on it because it's painful. As a result of that, you're acquiring skills. You are acquiring resources, insights, wisdom, growth. That is what becomes the offering. what you're growing in, what you're learning along the way. That becomes the offering, right? So exactly, Soma. She's saying, yes, me. So we will tell ourselves, well, I'm inadequate at this, or I'm not capable. I have so many problems. Well, guess what? You're also learning and growing in incredible ways as a result. That's what Rahu and Ketu show us. We can easily look at the chart. We can see what your soul is here being pulled towards, and there's no question. We also have Atmakaraka. This is the soul planet. It tells you another layer, the Atman, soul, Karaka, indicator of what the soul is here to accomplish and what's driving the soul. We look at the 9th and the 10th house. The 9th house is the house of Dharma. We can see exactly what's happening on your path and for your purpose in this lifetime just by looking at the 9th house. And then the 10th house, as an extension of the 9th, what's the offering? What becomes visible in this world as a result of this spiritual path, the 9th house. So 9th house is the dharmic house. 10th house becomes the offering of the Dharma, what becomes visible and seen. Then we can look at the Navamsha for even more refinement. This is considered a divisional chart. It is a slice of the 9th house of Dharma. And the ancient Jyotishis knew that if they expanded this one specific degree within the 9th house of Dharma, we could see how the fruit ripens on the tree. How do the karmas develop? So the Navamsha, the D9, is used to understand Dharma on a level of transformation and the long-term process of your Dharma. We can see how karmas ripen. Do you use your strengths? Do you become weak in certain areas, or maybe strengthen some of the weaknesses you were born with? We can see how you use your karma. Do you develop in this way or that way? What is what's the growth, and how does the fruit develop in your life? And that's from the Navamsha. Now, these are just 4 layers of the Jyotish chart that can easily refine your path and your purpose, but there are many. Remember that the Jyotish chart has always been used for Dharma and Dharma only. This is for awakening the soul. Jyoti means light. And so we are awakening the light of the soul simply by studying the Jyotish chart. Once we're clear on the basic purpose of your life, and remember, these are layers. You'll be studying your chart for the rest of your life. New layers will emerge, but we can find a lot of clarity and a very simple structure for your offerings just with these 4 layers of the Jyotish chart. From there, once you have the clarity of, this is what I'm here doing, then we can create your course structure. Again, we do all of this in wealth training. Your course structure is what I call the vertebrae of your offering, the backbone of your offering. You're going to create 5 to 7 steps based on what you have moved away from in your own life and what you're moving towards in this life as well. So what is the challenge, the problem, the pain, the struggle, or the suffering that you've been moving away from in your own life, on your own path? And what have you been moving forward towards ripening, developing, awakening on the path? Creating 5 to 7 steps that you've taken to move from the challenge to the solution. That becomes the vertebrae of your offering. It's so simple. And then we go from there. You'll need this vertebrae for content development. You'll need it for your marketing. You'll need it for your course structure, and on and on and on. It is the vital piece of your offering. Next, we can talk about the 3 levels of support that you provide. There are only 3 levels of support that I recommend. And I see far too many people coming to me and they've got like 5 different offerings, 5 different pricing structures. It's ridiculous. Money wants simplicity. I don't care if you have one amazing offering and one simple pricing structure. I'd rather have you have one offering and one pricing than 5. Money wants simplicity. It wants clarity. If you want to make more money, you need to have one clear offering. I suggest 3. That would be a low, medium, and high level offering. That would be low, medium, and high level pricing as well. That makes sure that we're not leaving money on the table. When someone comes to us, we have a sales conversation, we have somewhere to put them. We don't want more than 3. Low, medium, and high, and 3 levels of pricing. I've done a whole class on that. You can go back and listen to that. It's here in the group. Once you are clear on these first 3 steps, then finally we can be talking about marketing, messaging, and sales. So many of you tell me you're working on your marketing, your messaging, and your content. But I'm going to invite you to ask yourself if you've completed clarity with the previous 3 steps. Likely you have not, and you're missing the clarity with your true soul purpose, the pristine vertebrae of your offering, and the 3 levels of support and pricing. We cannot even talk about marketing and messaging and content and your sales process until we are absolutely pristine in those first 3 steps. From there, then we can clean up your content, write content that sells because we know exactly what you're moving someone into. We can create clear call to action and start moving people into sales conversations. A lot of sales conversations are happening in the DMs these days. You need to know how to have sales conversations in your direct messages, whether you're using Facebook or Instagram. So there's a way to do this that is not bro marketing. There's a way to do this that's actually rooted in your soul work, your Dharma. And we can do it in a consensual way that is trauma-informed and even body-based. I suggest using a Facebook group. I still love Facebook groups for improving revenue. I think it is the best strategy at this point for growing your 10K months and your 6-figure business. And there are a couple reasons for that. And you can do the same strategies or similar strategies on Instagram and other platforms, but it's not the same. And I'll tell you why. A Facebook group, if implemented and created properly with the proper structure, requires people to opt in and consent to join your group. Already, we have a reason, a why for connecting and communicating and seeing what support they need. It's not the same on other platforms. I prefer conversations that start with consent. You've opted in. You've already requested information. We don't have to cold message or cold reach out to people. It's just icky. I mean, it's just, nobody likes it. None of us want that. In a Facebook group, it's not cold. These people have already opted in to join you. And if you have all of the other strategies in place that I teach in wealth training, then what you do is you've created this beautiful environment for supporting people, encouraging their growth, sharing resources like this, and then having authentic conversations with them in the DMs that lead to naturally a sales conversation should they need more support. I love it. It's the easiest, non-sleazy, no bro marketing way to market and sell. And it's the way that I create consistent 10K months for myself and my business. And even depending on the promo cycle, could be a 20K month, could be more. And we'll talk about promo cycles more in the coming weeks. Promo cycles are something we talk about in wealth training. So if you want that kind of support, strategy, structures, and content creation support, then wealth training is a logical next step. And we want to do all of this marketing, content creation, messaging, sales processes. We want to do it in right relationship with our Dharma and our soul purpose. I hear from a lot of you. I think every conversation I have with group members is around, well, I've already hired a marketing team and I'm already implementing strategies, and I ask them, how's that going for you? And it's usually not going very well. And there's a couple of reasons for that. Guarantee your marketing, excuse me, your marketing team that you've hired probably does not understand your soul purpose, and they're not teaching you how to write content and create marketing strategies specifically for your spiritual path and your spiritual offerings and your Dharma. And when we don't market in alignment with our soul purpose, we make a lot of mistakes. We waste time and energy, and inevitably we waste money as well. And it's the thing that I want to prevent you from doing. I want to make sure that your marketing strategies actually feel rooted and aligned with the purpose of your soul, and that you're working with someone who understands what your soul purpose truly is. What I see a lot of times is, and I've had multiple conversations around this, and it honestly really breaks my heart to see women who are driven to share their gifts and wisdom. This is your longing and your desire, and to make more money doing it, but you've hired a marketing team or marketing support that leads you astray and encourages you to go in another direction or use languaging that attracts the wrong person, and you are actually disconnecting yourself from your true purpose. It's sad. We don't want that. We want to make sure that our marketing actually keeps us connected and rooted in our offering, our dharmic purpose, and that our messaging is really clear. This is about refinement and angles and having proper funnels and knowing how to communicate with people properly and having sales conversations that feel good. And none of that can happen when you're working with a marketing team or marketing support that does not understand what your soul purpose is. Huge disconnect, gonna waste you time, money, and energy. It may lead to heartbreak and disconnection with your soul purpose. We want to prevent that at all costs. So it's really important that the marketing tools that you use are rooted in Dharma and the purpose of your soul. And that way we can stay in right relationship with our messaging and our marketing processes. So Jyotish is where we begin, and Jyotish sets the tone for every part of the process. And when you join wealth training, this is what we do. Jyotish first. Let's make sure we're rooted in your true dharmic purpose, the purpose of your soul, why you're here, what you're moving away from, what you're moving towards. This becomes the structure of your course and the vertebrae of your offering. Then we can create 3 easy, simple levels of support and pricing Then we can go into marketing, messaging, sales processes, communication, all of it. But we cannot do that until we've taken the first 3 steps. This is what we do in wealth training. This week, I'm offering a special promotion for those of you who already know this is what you need. This is where you are on your path right now. You want to do it right the first time. You don't want to waste time, energy, and money. You want a guide who knows Dharma, lives, eats, sleeps, breathes Dharma, has created her own 6-figure business rooted in Dharma and the principles I teach. That's what we do in wealth training. Wealth training is the easiest way to step in and work with me. You'll study your Jyotish chart, and you'll create your online course, and you will refine your marketing and messaging and start creating your 10K months. If you already have an offering, this is your process to go in, clean it up, refine it, make it better so that you can increase your revenue and really reach those 10K months consistently. So if you jump into wealth training this week, you'll get our special pricing. And I'm telling you this now, we're doing this promotion now because the price is increasing later this month and we won't be offering this price again. So do it now so that you can save some money. We're also doing an incredible payment plan to make it so easy for you to jump in. So you can literally jump into wealth training, have lifetime access to all the modules and 1 monthly class with me for only $197 a month. The pay in full is $1,500, and it's so easy to step in, get access to these resources. You'll have them for as long as you need them. You can ask questions. Our foundation, or our whole course is on Kajabi, so you'll be using that platform. And you can ask questions there, and me and my co-coach Pyle, we come into the group multiple times a week, and we're answering questions on the platform. We're also offering some extra special bonuses for those of you who jump in this week and say, yep, I'm all in. I know this is what I need. I'm ready to get started. If you pay in full, you'll have a private Jyotish session with me. We'll look at your chart and we will make sure that you're clear on your purpose. And I will also do a personal Facebook group audit for you. We'll clean it up, we'll refine it, we'll improve it so that it converts better. That's part of what we do in wealth training, but you'll get personal support in that way. Now, for everyone who joins wealth training, you'll get my 6-figure ebook where I give you step-by-step how to clarify your messaging, your marketing, grow your Facebook group, all of it, create a 6-figure business with my 6-figure ebook. You'll have my Jyotish ebook. It's a great tool. It's an essential tool to study your Jyotish chart. You'll also get my Jyotish mini course. That's where you'll start. Actually, you'll use that to clarify, how do I read my chart? How do I understand these layers? We start you right there. You'll have a chart from me. It's North Indian style, and that's what we use in this process. I am North Indian style chart all the way. That's what I use. And you'll have a printout of your chart. And I will say you must have an accurate birth time if you are to have a chart from me. And again, there is live support once a month with me and recordings of those classes if you can't be live. You'll be working through the modules step by step, asking your questions online and getting my response or Pyle's responses, and we will keep you moving through the process. There's also extra bonuses I offer along the way, so you'll be surprised as well. So, if you're ready for wealth training, you already know it's time for a clear purpose. You're ready to build this online course and create your 10K months, and you want proper marketing and messaging as you grow. Comment wealthy below. I will follow up with you. We'll see if this process is a good fit for you right now and if you're ready to jump right in and join us. Our next live class is the first Friday of June at noon Mountain Time. We're going to be focusing on your Jyotish chart in this class, and I'm going to be giving you support for clarifying exactly what your purpose is. Every month, our live classes are designed to support you in your process and make sure that you have the support you need along the way. Soma is here with us live right now, and she's in wealth training. She says, I'm loving wealth training with you, and it's helping me clarify my offering. Thank you, Soma. I'm so glad. And if you want to share anything about your results, please do. Soma's been working consistently on clarifying her dharmic path, trusting her offering, and then creating the structure around that. And Soma, you're doing an amazing job, and it's wonderful to have you in this process. So thanks for sharing your results. Those that have joined wealth training, even over the last month, have already made incredible progress, and the results are truly remarkable. Comment wealthy below, and I will follow up with you. I cannot wait to see you in wealth training, and let's get you clear, focused, confident, and ready for revenue. Bye, everyone.